Hey, what's up guys? This is Chris here, founder of Rooted Music, and at Rooted, our goal is to help you learn to play the music that you love by coaching you on the why and not just the what. And in today's video, we have an amazing tips and tricks kind of video for you to help you learn to play your instrument that much better, that much more fluid and fluent. And before you jump into the video, to the teaching here today, I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel, where you'll see many more tutorials of worship songs that you love and many more tips and tricks just like this to help you become more fluid and fluent on your instruments. So let's go ahead and dive into the teaching.
Hey guys, Alex here. I do a lot of our guitar tutorials here with Rooted Music, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my approach to just achieving the right tone, to find my spot in the mix when I'm playing with a band, when I'm playing electric. And for me, a lot of times I find that a lot of the instruments on stage are in the same spectrum of the EQ that I'm in. Like the guitar is going to fit in the same place as the acoustic guitar, a lot of the piano, a lot of the vocals. So a lot of what's going on is taking up the same space. And so for me, I try to use pedals in a way that helps me creatively find a space that isn't totally taken up. And so this kind of crazy thing here, the whammy pedal, it was made popular, I think, maybe back in the 90s by a bunch of different bands. But this is more a nice later model that they've made. And one of the cool things about this is it immediately helps put you, it helps pitch you even out of the same area as all those other instruments, because you'll see over here, you could make your guitar be pitched an octave or 2 octaves up, or an octave or 2 octaves down. And you can also do so many creative things with this. One of the things that I like to do a lot is you can turn it on, and if it was lit up, you'd see you can dial in which setting you want over here. You even have like a chorus setting, like a shallow or a deep, more vibrato kind of setting, and you can adjust how much of that you want. None, all the way down to, you can see how the pedal works, all the way down to fully engaged or 100% in the mix, however you want to put that. And when you go to these other pitch sections here, you can select an interval that you want it to play. So it's going to have your note that you're playing, and this is a really cool thing about this pedal that I don't see a lot of people do, but this is one of my favorite things to do with it. When you are on this side, okay, you're not just playing like an octave up or down along with yourself. You are actually playing different intervals that are along with your note. So let's say you're playing a C, okay, and you select this 1, 2, 3, 4th, 5th one up here, okay, and it says when you're in this position, when the pedal is rocked back like this, it's going to play a 5th above you. So if I'm playing a C and I turn the pedal on and I have that one selected, it's going to play a 5th. But then if I slide the pedal down, then it's going to change the pitch that's playing along with me to a 6th. So that means if it's a 5th, I'm playing a C, it's going to be producing a G. And then if I push the pedal down, it's going to slide that G up to a 6th. So you're going to hear the C and the G together, and then you're going to hear that G slide like there's another player playing with you, going from G up to A. And the cool thing about that is basically, if you're thinking in terms of chords along with the song that you're playing, you are actually spelling out the chords kind of in a cool, different, unique way. So you're finding your own spot in the mix with a slightly different tone and just a completely different approach. It almost kind of sounds a little bit like pedal steel guitar, if you've ever heard country guys do that. It's super cool. Unique, dying art. We need to bring it back. But this kind of does that a little bit, because what's happening is you can make it slide really slow between those two notes. And so let's say that the chord changes were C to F. Well, you're spelling out a C when you play a C and a G, because those two notes are in a C chord. And then let's say it goes to the F chord. Well, a C and an A are in an F chord. So actually, going back to some of our first few videos we've ever made about numbers and things like that, and understanding scales and chord structure, really help you make the most use of this pedal so that you can find creative ways to sit in the mix. And then there's lots of other intervals you could use. But even if you just use that one, the 5th and the 6th, it's amazing how many places you could find yourself spelling out the chords that are in the song. Because you could, if it's C and G, or then, like I say, when you move it to the 6th, it's then C and A. Well, C and G are in the 1 chord, or C, they're going to be, you could play those over the 4 chord, and you're kind of playing a 4 add 9 chords once you understand your theory. Or if you slide it up to the 6th, then you're playing the C and the A. That's in the 4 chord, it's in the 6 chord. So you can see, you just keep, the possibilities are endless. You can also do lots of other really cool things where you just play if you're on this side, it's just playing the extra pitch, not your pitch. It's just playing the pitch that you're producing with the pedals. So you can start all the way an octave down, slide it all the way up an octave. That's more kind of tricky and cartoonish kind of sounding stuff that you might not do so often, certainly in a worship setting, but you could play an octave up and it's just going to give you a completely different tone when it's produced by the pedal as opposed to you. So those are just a few different ways that I like to use this pedal to, again, find a creative way to stand out in the mix, because it seems like we're all taking up the same space sometimes. So hope that helps.
Well, hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed that tip or trick here today as we implement that into your instrument of choice. I would love for you to subscribe to our channel, where you'll see so many more of these tips and trick kind of videos, as well as other tutorials of amazing worship songs that you know and love. Thanks so much for joining us.